Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. You know who it is. Name is on the screen. Bam. Yes. So, wait. Something's off right now. Something's missing. Ah, I know what's missing. Hang on. Oh. Forgot my hat. Ha! Alright, let's get into the video, you guys. This one's gonna be a little different, a little personal. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so I want to talk to you guys. Well, I actually don't even really need the glasses. I'm blind. I don't know why, but I've stopped wearing my contacts. It's not a good habit, especially when I'm recording, because it casts glare when you wear the glasses. Shout out to all of you people that record and do videos and you do it with your glasses. You guys are rock stars. It's amazing how you guys do that. I can't do it. I really gotta get into the contacts. This video, we're gonna be doing it completely blind. Well, not completely blind, but you get what I mean. I'm rambling. I want to talk to you guys a little personal, alright? I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about a kid, not really a kid, a young man. In case you don't know, this young man is gonna be me. That's a complete plot killer, alright? So, I've always had a love for music. Music has always been like my big thing, right? Like I love music. Even as a kid, I loved music. When I didn't like hip-hop music, I loved other music. I just like beats, I just like rhythm. It was just one of those things, I just like music. When I discovered hip-hop, when people introduced me to hip-hop, I loved hip-hop, I love pop, I just love music. And when I had the opportunity to make my own music, I grabbed at it. I grabbed at it, I tried it, I did it. I wasn't very successful at it. I now know why I wasn't successful at it, but I thought that I wasn't successful at it because I just thought I wasn't putting out good music, or I thought I wasn't putting out things that people wanted to hear, and it kind of altered my sound. You know, I made music with my boys, and one of my best friends, one of my friends growing up from high school, my boy OG, he always used to tell me like, you know, like, yo, we don't got to change our sound. We have our own sound. There's a certain sound that works for us. I'm hard-headed. If you know me, you know I'm hard-headed. And you know that it is hard for things to get through this hard head. So he tried to tell me this. I didn't listen. Big surprise there, right? I didn't listen. I still kept doing my own sound. Still kept trying, you know, keep doing that thing. Still kept pushing a certain sound that I felt was our sound. And it wasn't. He was right. He was 100% right. It took me a while to realize that, but I realized it later, and when I realized it, it was a little too late. My problem with the music wasn't necessarily that I wasn't making good music, wasn't necessarily that I wasn't making my sound. The problem was I don't think I ever dedicated myself 100% to it. This is what I'm leading up to. I didn't put in all of the hard work that I should have probably put into it. Had I put in more hard work, I think who knows what would have happened. It could have been completely different. Would have been amazing. Who knows? I could have been the next big rap star. Maybe, maybe not. The point is, I didn't put in the hard work. And because I didn't put in the hard work, it was difficult for me to succeed at it. When road bumps and when, you know, blocks came along the way, I didn't really do well against adversity. And I just kind of put all of my hard work into something else. And my focus kind of moved away from it. Even though I still loved it, you know, I just assumed that I couldn't have been successful at it because I wasn't successful at it, and that's not true. I probably could have been successful at it. So that's the first part of the story, all right? That's like act one if we're talking about like a movie. Like movies come in like different acts. So that's act one. Act one was music, tried it, didn't work, thought I wasn't going to be successful at it, and because I thought I wouldn't be successful at it, I wasn't successful at it, but I could have been. Okay. So let's go into act two. Act two took over when I started realizing certain little principles, certain little things. And one of the things I realized is you gotta be yourself. You gotta be yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing, be yourself. So right now when I'm talking to this camera and I'm talking to you guys in this video, I want you to understand to be yourself. As quirky as you may be, as weird as you may be, as much as you may stand out, as much as you think people may not like to see what it is you're putting out there, as much as your style may conflict with what other people are doing and what you think is cool, be yourself, all right? Your originality is what's cool. What's cool is originality. That's what's cool. Everyone that is successful is an original. They're not a carbon copy of something. The people that try to be a carbon copy of something, they may be successful, but it's usually short run because it's not authentic. So they don't know what's the next move to make. When you're being original, you don't have to know what the next move is. It's just gonna happen. The next move will just be the next thing that happens. I gotta emphasize that. Be original, be yourself. That's like act 2. These acts are like coming really fast. In case you didn't realize, this is going really fast, but I'm gonna slow down. I just got a lot I wanna talk about. Let's go to act 3. This is where things are gonna slow down a lot. Maybe not a lot. When I really started getting into my social media stuff and I really decided like I wanted to focus and put in the hard work and be something else, when I started to realize what it was that I was good at, what it was that I thought I was good at, the things that I enjoyed doing, the things that I enjoyed doing, the first thing that stuck out to me is I love to talk. If you know me, I'm a talker. I will talk until the cows come home. I could sit here and I could talk to you guys all day through this camera. I could do this until the battery dies, pop a new battery in, resume talking, bulbs will go out, sun will rise, set, rise again, and I'll still be sitting here talking. It's just one of the things that I like to do. I like to talk, all right? What I also realized was, remember, I love music. So I was trying to figure out how to put talking and music together. And then it hit me that there was another thing that I always loved to do. And what it was is I loved images. I love images. I love editing images. I love Photoshop. I love Lightroom. I love all those weird little editing things. I've always kind of been drawn to that, even from like Paint. Like I was that kid that was on like Paint doing things. But when I was making music, when I was making mixtapes, I loved making the music as much as I loved making mixtape covers. Listen, I wasn't the best mixtape album cover maker out there, but I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy the process of it. And I think I used to make some creative things. I'm not gonna say anything was like, earth-shattering, because obviously then I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about this. Somewhere making mixtape and album covers. The important thing is, I loved that as well. And people always used to say, like, if you gotta figure out what it is that you love, but they never said, what if you love multiple things? How do you put multiple things together? And that's where photography kind of kicks in for me. Photography gave me something that I was missing. Photography gave me back the ability to edit photos, to capture moments, to present to the world what I was seeing or what I wanted them to see. And it's really cool. Like, I have a lot of ideas of stuff that I could do for photos, like completely, out of this world kind of things, like Travis Scott kind of videos, like funky colors and stuff like that. But I don't. Yeah, I do those in like, my own side little folder. I have like a bunch of folders with pictures that look like that. But more so, what I enjoy is I enjoy capturing moments. And I also enjoy putting music to moments. And I enjoy wrapping that together. And Instagram's perfect for that. It's actually kind of perfect for me. If you follow me on Instagram, if you've seen any of my Instagram stories, you may be here because you saw a story telling you to come check out the video, which if you are, that's so freaking cool. Thank you for actually coming. But I love to put music with pictures. I love to put music with videos. I kind of like putting them together and creating something that's completely different. It doesn't have to be anything that anyone has done before. And when I got into photography and I started, developing pictures and I started developing my style of photography, the first thing that immediately stood out was there were certain things that I do or that I like that's completely different from everybody else. And at first I thought, I thought it was weird, but then I tried to remember that being original thing, and I said, no, I'm gonna stick with that. And my boy, David, shout out to you if you're watching the video, or shout out to anyone that is watching this video and knows who you are, because they'll know exactly where I'm going with this. My boy David is super talented. I'm gonna put his at and his stuff in the video. It's probably gonna be like there somewhere, some free publicity for him. But my boy David, he started showing me little tips and things once he saw, like, I was doing the photography thing. And I think he saw me starting off, and I think he kind of waited. I don't know this, I'm assuming. I think he waited to see how dedicated I possibly was with it. Like, am I really gonna, like, keep taking pictures and stuff, before he started giving me, like, little tips and hints and things that he learned, because he does it professionally and his stuff is dope. So when he offered to show me some things, I took heed to the advice. And one of the things that he always told me was, you gotta understand that the way how you edit something or the way how you look at something may be completely different from the way how I would do it. He was more so just trying to show me tips as to how he goes about his process to kind of help mature my process. And I think it worked. There's a lot of people that like to scrub their Instagrams and they like to get rid of their older posts. And I was one of those people. Like, I scrub my Instagram and I try to clean it up to kind of keep a general theme going. But I want you guys to do something. If you follow me, or if you don't follow me, you should follow me. But if you don't follow me, just check this out. Go to my Instagram. I'm gonna put my tag there so you can go to my Instagram. But go to my Instagram and I want you to scroll to the bottom of my images, right? Don't scroll all the way to the bottom, but scroll somewhere along the lines of where you'll start seeing that I'm taking pictures holding my camera. That'll kind of give you an idea of when I got the camera and when I started, like, really, taking pictures. And the reason why I say that is because I want you to see how my pictures looked in the beginning versus how my pictures look now. I am extremely proud of the little bit of progress that I have made in a couple months. I think I've had this camera since October 2018, and it's May 2019 right now. So it hasn't even been a year, but I try to take at least 30 pictures every single day. I don't know if you guys can see it, but on my wall, I've got, like, my daily goals. No, you can't see it. Oh, well, sorry. I got my daily goals, and on my daily goals, it says to take 10 quality pictures every single day, which means I have to take at least 30 pictures every single day, because it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get 10 quality pictures if you're just snapping the camera 10 times. And the reason for that is because I wanted to keep using the camera. I wanted to use this beast of a machine enough where I can kind of get the hang of it, where I knew what I wanted to do with it, where my skill level would start to increase quickly. I didn't want it to increase super quickly, but obviously I wanted to increase quickly so I can keep learning. I'm really dedicated to it. So I think if you're dedicated to something, put in the hard work, put in the time, and do everything that you can to be the best, or at least to be your best at what you're doing. Your best is the best. Remember that. That's Act 3, right? So let's get to the conclusion of this thing. The reason why I'm saying this to you guys is this week I have been talking about why you should go for your dreams. Don't let anyone stop you. Generally, the general premise or the tagline has been, why not? Meaning, why not? Why can't you do what you want to do? Why can't you accomplish your dreams? Why can't you go out there and do something that may not seem possible? Just because somebody's telling you that you can't do something, that's not a valid reason for why you can't do something. If anything, I think when somebody tells you that you can't do something, it's a valid reason for you to go out there and to do it, to prove them wrong. But that might just be hard-headed me speaking, right? So obviously, keep in mind, I'm talking about things that you're not physically limited from doing. Listen, People said that humans can't fly. Obviously, the Wright brothers created a plane. Now we can fly. I get it. Obviously, they didn't strap on wings onto their arms and jump off of the tallest building in town because they knew we can't fly like that. But it came up with another creative way to fly by thinking out of the box. And now it's the norm. And a lot of people thought they were crazy too. So if there's something that you want to do, this is what I want to get to you guys. If there's something that you want to do, if there's something that you think you should be doing, if there's something that you feel that you would be super successful at, try it, do it, put in the hard work and give it a shot. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. You go back to what you were doing before, or you go to do something else. All right? That's your worst case scenario. And that's if you try. Your worst case scenario, if you don't try, is you'll never know. Like, I'll never know if I could have been the next Drake. Okay, maybe not the next Drake. That might be a far reach. The whole singing thing, I might went too far. But you guys get what I mean when I say that, right? Go out there and do what it is that you want to do. And when somebody says that you can't do it, ask yourself the question, why not? Why can't I do it? What really makes this person the authority to tell me that I can't do something? Find a way to do it and see if it works. And if you enjoy doing it, if you love doing something, don't let anyone stop you from doing it. I love photography. I seriously love photography. Look at my pictures, and I think it's pretty evident that I enjoy doing what I'm doing. If I didn't, I wouldn't post the pictures I post. I wouldn't take the pictures that I take. I wouldn't walk around with this camera as much as I walk around with it. If you've seen me in New York, you've seen me with this camera on my hand. I walk around with this camera. I shake people's hands and I tuck this camera to shake their hands. That's to give you an idea of how much I'm holding this camera. It's almost insane. I like to call myself Mega Man with a cam because the camera is like Mega Man's arm. Let me not get into the whole thing, but if you know who Mega Man is, you understand it. If you don't worry about it. Point is, this camera is like my arm. I love what I'm doing, and I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing because I love it. And for all the people that told me that I couldn't have been a photographer, for all the people that probably would have told me I can't do it, it's too late, I didn't go to photography school, I don't know the basics of it, it's going to take too long to learn, and all those other excuses that people would have given me for why I would fail, I just like to say thank you to all of those people. To all those people that said that I couldn't do this, thank you so much. To the haters that think that whatever it is that I'm doing, it isn't good, it's not worth it, it's not cutting the bar, thank you too. Hate comes with love, and you should be proud if someone is taking the time to hate whatever it is that you're doing. Because if they really dislike it that much that they're spending the time to rip it, you should keep doing it because at least you got their attention, right? So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to motivate you guys to just do what you love. Don't let anyone stop you. There's no reason for you to stop. And don't let anyone dictate what your success is going to be. Don't let anyone give you a label that you don't want. This is your life. You control your life. Don't let anyone else control it. And that's it. Wait, that's not it. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. Subscribe to the video if you like the video. Like it, you know, do all those things. Share it, all that cool stuff. Thank you for watching the video. This is a little bit longer than I normally do a video, but I kind of felt this one was a little bit more personal, and I wanted to kind of share, like, you know, my success and where I've gone with this. So that's really it. That's all I wanted to say. I'll hit you guys with the end screen now. I'll check you guys out in the next video. And like I always say, your best is the best. So just do your best and be your best, and that is better than anything else. Go live life, love life, enjoy life, live life lavishly. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Crazy, I forgot my hat. another one of my things. Like, you'll usually see me with like a hat. So, Toronto Blue Jays, whatever. There's nothing really crazy about the hat. But I'm gonna tell you why I like this hat. Sidebar. I love this hat because it has blue and red on it. And it lets me to do like crazy things. I'm like a shoe weirdo, and I've been doing this since like high school. And anybody that knows me probably knows why I'm emphasizing this blue and red right now. But I'm gonna show you guys anyway, cause I'm a psycho like that. Red shoe. Wait for it. Blue shoe. Yeah, I just like doing crazy things like this. Anyway, enough outtakes.